Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Christy Kijarina. It's Wednesday, March 6. In Squiz Kids Today, a big burger beetroot crisis, German teen rides the rails, berry farm soccer showdown, and a near-miss satellite collision. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Have you ever tagged along for the weekly grocery shop, dreaming of your favourite snacks and sips, only to find the shelves are bare? Yup, it's happening more in Australia lately due to what's called supply chain issues. And one product that's been affected is my favourite burger filling, the canned beetroot. You see, a lot of the goodies on the shelves don't start their journey at the store. They're grown in a paddock by farmers, picked, sorted and packed before zooming away on planes, ships, trucks or trains until they reach your friendly supermarket shelf. This, my friends, is a supply chain. Now, fresh beetroot is plentiful on Aussie farms, but the canned kind, not so much. Since Golden Circle, our biggest canned beetroot supplier, was bought by American company Kraft Heinz and moved operations to New Zealand, things have gotten in a bit of a pickle. Especially since flooding and landslides destroyed the New Zealand cannery last year. And if you've noticed fizzy drink supplies have fizzled out, you can thank a carbon dioxide shortage and disruptions in shipping from overseas, because CO2 is what puts those lovely bubbles in your soft drink. But every cloud has a silver lining. It's a good reason to take a break from sugary fizzy drinks. Plus, you can become a beetroot pickling pro. I've even dropped a recipe link in your episode notes. You're welcome.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Germany and we've joined 17-year-old German teenager Lasse Stolly, who finished school a year and a half ago and ever since has been working from his laptop as an app developer and riding the rails day and night. Get this, at the age of 16, he packed up and sold his childhood belongings and, with the support of his parents, bought a train ticket and waved them goodbye. Now, trains aren't exactly known for their privacy, but Lasse doesn't mind. He's got the freedom to wake up and think, mountains today, or maybe the beach. He's travelled more than 500,000 kilometres, which is equivalent to circling the globe 12 times. How does he do it? Lasse travels with very few possessions in a small backpack. He sleeps on overnight trains and showers at public swimming pools. You can check out his blog in the episode notes. And don't worry if your German's a bit rusty. The pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Sport time!
In the last year, soccer has shown its power to unite, captivating our hearts as we cheered for the Matildas in their World Cup and Olympic journeys. But the magic of soccer doesn't just play out on the global stage, it also brings joy and companionship on a much smaller scale right here in Australia. Imagine being thousands of miles from home, working long days on a farm and missing your family and friends. This is the reality for many workers from Timor Leste, a small nation just north of Australia, who come to Tasmania for many months of the year to help with the berry harvest. After the day's work, these workers find friendship and fun in soccer. What started off as casual games has blossomed into a full-blown competition among the berry farms. Teams formed, uniforms were ordered, training sessions began, and the excitement grew. Until recently, over 200 supporters filled buses to watch a thrilling match in Launceston. This event wasn't just about the soccer though. It was about community, overcoming loneliness, and adding to the joy of the workers' lives. The competition has also sparked a friendly rivalry, not just on the playing fields, but in the berry fields too, reminding us all of the power of sport to bring people together, no matter where they're from.
Spaced out.
What were you doing last Wednesday at about 5:30 in the evening? Whatever it was, I'm sure you were blissfully unaware that 608 kilometres above your head, up in the busy traffic lanes of lower Earth orbit, where satellites and space stations live, 2 satellites, 1 American and 1 Russian, looked to be on a collision course. No, it's not the latest Mission Impossible movie. It actually happened. Imagine 2 cars speeding head-on towards each other on a highway, unable to change lanes. That's how tense it was for the space community. They were watching without any power to intervene. In the end, the satellites passed just 20 metres from each other without colliding. And in space terms, that's way too close for comfort. Had the orbiters collided, they might have shattered into thousands of pieces, adding significantly to the 20,000 bits of space junk already orbiting Earth, making space travel and satellite operation even more risky. This nerve-wracking moment sheds light on the urgent need for better ways to keep our space highways clean and safe, because who knows, one day it might be you up there. Oh, and I almost forgot, it's giveaway time. Because we all love learning more about the world, right? And we all love David Attenborough. Here, in the jungles of Borneo, we find a monkey with the world's strangest nose. Sorry, couldn't help myself. If you can do a better Attenborough impression than me, which won't be hard, I've got to say, we have the competition for you. Thanks to our friends at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, we have 3 family passes to the BBC Earth Experience now on in Melbourne. 3 lucky squiz families will be able to explore the beauty and wonders of the world with everyone's favourite documentary maker, David Attenborough, as your guide. To go into the draw, all you got to do is send us a 20-second video of you pretending to be narrating your very own Earth Experience documentary. And we'll share the best ones on our socials. So don't just sit there, start channeling your inner David Attenborough. Entries close at the end of this week, so get in quick. More info is available in our episode notes.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. Which gas is responsible for putting the fizz into fizzy drinks? Oh, you're oh so clever if you said carbon dioxide or CO2. Question number 2. The distance that a German teen has travelled on trains is the equivalent of how many trips around the Earth? Great listening if you said 12. Question number 3. What is the name of the space above the planet that is occupied by satellites and space stations? Nice work if you said lower Earth orbit, or LEO for short.
Shoutouts.
It's March 6. Today is National Oreo Cookie Day. But it's also National Dentist Day. Anyone else see a connection? It's also a very special day for these quiz kids celebrating a birthday today. Ruby from Dulwich Hill, Jacob from Pitt Town, Lucy from Bow Desert, Lucy from Mudgee, Alina from Vermont South, Olivia from Castle Hill, Chloe and Harry from Yass, Hudson from Canberra, Ishan and Myra from Point Cook, Gracie from Highton, and Casey listening all the way over there in Bangkok, Thailand. Happy belated birthday to Eddie from Ballina, Xavier from Canberra, and Bailey, Nevaeh, Joel and Rylan all from Ashmont. Classroom shoutouts today go to Class 4J and Mrs. Walker at Newbridge Heights Public School in Chipping Norton. Room 1 with Mr. Norton at Nuriupta Primary School. Class 5 6F with Mr. Pekinga at Galston Public School. Class 5W with Mrs. Weir at St Aidan's Anglican Girls' School in Corinda. Classes 3 to 6A with Mrs. Graham at Bradbury Public School. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Ellie's homeschool from South Australia. And Ellie is new to Squiz Kids and listening every day from home. Welcome, Ellie. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. And don't forget, if you really like what we do, please give us a like or a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you're listening now. It's really important for other people to find us, for us to grow, and us to be able to continue to do what we do for you. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and